Assalamualaikum to all my classmates and my lecturer Sir Muhammad Zulfadli. I am Siti ZAMIRA binti Muhammad ZAHREN and my partner Siti NURBAHIAH binti Muhammad SHAHID. We would like to present our discussion, which is obesity among adults in Malaysia. Obesity are defined as abnormal or excessive accumulation of fat, which can poses a health risk. Obesity among adults in Malaysia has become a significant public health concern in recent years. The prevalence of obesity in Malaysia has been rising steadily. According to the National Health and Morbidity Survey (NHMS), nearly 50% to 20% of nation adults are classified as obese, and the number continue to grow. This condition, which is defined by having a body mass index (BMI) of 30 or higher, is associated with a range of serious health issues, including diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and certain types of cancer. Several factors contribute to the obesity epidemic in Malaysia, including poor dietary habits, a sedentary lifestyle, and genetic predisposition. The availability of cheap, calorie-dense foods, often high in fats and sugars, combined with a growing reliance on motorized transportation and lack of physical activity, has created an environment conducive to weight gain. Additionally, socio-economic factors such as lower education levels and limited access to healthy food options further exacerbate the problem. Addressing obesity in Malaysia requires a multifaceted approach involving public awareness campaign, policies promoting healthier food choice, increased opportunities for physical activity, and better healthcare intervention to manage and prevent obesity-related health complications. If left unchecked, obesity could place a significant strain on the healthcare system and lead to greater incidence of chronic disease among the adult population. Credibility of concerns regarding obesity among adults in Malaysia is well supported by various credible sources, including government health surveys, academic research, and international health organizations. Here are several key points. First, global health data. Report from international organizations such as the World Health Organization (WHO) consistently show that obesity is a growing global epidemic, and Malaysia is no exception. According to WHO data, obesity rates in Malaysia have significantly increased, making the country one of the top 10 countries globally for obesity prevalence. This aligns with national findings, reinforcing the credibility of obesity as a major public health concern. Second point is government reports and initiative. The Ministry of Health Malaysia has made a public statement regarding the obesity epidemic, and various health policies have been introduced to combat the growing rates of obesity. For instance, the Healthy Malaysia initiative aims to raise awareness about healthy eating and lifestyle choices. These ongoing efforts from the government show a recognition of the issue's credibility and the need for action. Third, social, economic, and cultural factors. This also shows that obesity in Malaysia is influenced by both cultural and socio-economic factors. In urban areas, fast food consumption and reliance on motorized transport have been linked to higher obesity rate. At the same time, lower income groups often have limited access to affordable healthy food, contributing to higher obesity rates in this population. These findings are backed by local studies and are crucial for understanding the complexities surrounding obesity in Malaysia. Lastly, health impacts and mortality rates. The health impacts of obesity are well documented, with obesity being a major risk factor for chronic disease such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and hypertension. These conditions are prevalent in Malaysia, contributing to high healthcare costs and premature deaths. The Malaysian Ministry of Health has also highlighted the increasing burden of obesity-related disease on the healthcare system, reinforcing the urgency of addressing the issue.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SITI NURBAHIAH binti Muhammad SHAHID. Furthermore, we're going to talk about the background of the topic, that is obesity amongst adults in Malaysia. So, the background of the topic is obesity is a significant and growing public health issue in Malaysia, reflecting broader global trends. The country has seen a sharp rise in obesity rates over the last few decades, driven by urbanization, lifestyle changes, and dietary shift. Obesity is defined as an abnormal or excessive accumulation of body fat that poses health risks. It is a risk factor for chronic disease such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and certain cancers. And that is all contributing to increased healthcare costs and reduced quality of life. There are three health implications. First, increased risk of chronic disease such as type 2 diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and stroke. The second one is negative impact on mental health and quality of life. And lastly, the third one, rising healthcare costs. Moreover, the central idea of the presentation, the data highlight the escalating prevalence of obesity amongst adults in Malaysia, emphasizing the urgency for public health intervention. The steady rise in obesity among Malaysian men from 1993 to 2019, as well as the substantial percentage of adults categorized as obese or overweight in 2023, indicate a critical health challenge. Tackling this issue requires collective effort to promote healthier lifestyle through education, policy changes, support system aimed at reversing this concerning trend. So we are moving forward to the next slide, that is chart of obesity among adults in Malaysia. There are two charts that we are going to present it. The first chart is the line chart. First of all, the description of data for the chart 1 is the chart depicts the percentage of adult men living with obesity in Malaysia from 1993 to 2019. The first point is the x-axis represent the year from 1993 to 2019, and the y-axis represent the percentage of adults with obesity ranging from 0% to 16%. The third is data points are plotted for specific years, showing the prevalence of obesity in men. And lastly, the linear trend line is included to illustrate the general upward trend over time. Next, we're going to move forward to analysis of data for the chart 1. So, the first analysis of data that we found is trend observation. The prevalence of obesity among men in Malaysia has increased steadily from 1993 to 2019 as indicated by the trend time. And next, the growth may reflect lifetime, dietary, or society changes over the years. And next one is we found that the analysis of data is notable data points. That is, in the early 1990s, the obesity rate was around 4% to 6%. By the 2019, the percentage rose to approximately 16%, showcasing a significant increase over 26 years. Lastly, the analysis of data that we found is implication. The rising trend underscores a growing public health concern. It suggests a need for policy focusing on healthier lifestyles, awareness campaign, and intervention to combat obesity.
As you can see, this is diagram number 2 that shows bar chart. Do you know that bar chart used to explain for this number of percentage of something? This is an example. We found that the differences percentage of obesity and overweight. According to the bar chart, we can see the percentage of overweight is 32.6 while obesity is 21.8. Based on these two percentage are very high, which is not good. The reason why obesity and overweight among adults are high because adults love to eat unhealthy food such as snacks and fast food. Adults need to control the intake of unhealthy food and sugar intake to avoid the risk of disease faced in the future. Other than that, besides love to eat unhealthy food, adults also do not practice a healthy lifestyle. Usually, after they eat various of unhealthy food, they do not exercise. That is why the reason of overweight and obesity is very high among adults. To reduce the overweight and obesity people among adults, they need to practice a healthy lifestyle such as do some exercise and eat a good food. No need rushing, you just do the best as you can. Firstly, you can start with brisk walk first until you are used to it and you can go through the next step. And also, eat more vegetable and follow the food pyramid so that you have enough nutrition and substance. Okay, that's all from me, and I hope my explanation could make you understand, and let's move forward to the conclusion of discussion.
As for the conclusion, obesity amongst adults in Malaysia is the increasing prevalence of obesity among adults in Malaysia over the years highlight a growing public health challenge. The data reveal a significant rise in obesity rates, particularly from the early 1990s to 2019, with male obesity rates showing a steady upward trend. This escalation may be attributed to factors such as changing dietary patterns, sedentary lifestyle, urbanization, and reduced physical activity. If left unaddressed, this trend could lead to a rise in obesity-related health complications such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and other chronic conditions. Immediate action through health promotion initiatives, dietary education, and community-level intervention is necessary to curb this epidemic. Collaborative effort between the government, healthcare providers, and society are essential to reverse this trend and promote a healthier population.